Welcome back to AFT Dice Season League, Season 13. We've got round four. I've added the predictive analysis. So the first game for round four, Richmond versus Brisbane. The prediction is that Richmond will win at home at the MCG starting on the 13th of July 2026. Let's play the match and see what will happen. Few seconds, and the final siren has gone, and Brisbane has won by 39 points. They kicked 18 goals, 115 to Richmond, 11-10, 76. All right, so the prediction was incorrect there. But this is what it is. It's random numbers being generated. So it's a virtual world, and anything can happen in this virtual world. So the second game for round four is Port Adelaide versus Essendon at Adelaide Oval. Now we've got the prediction: Port Adelaide will win, and the expected score is 101 to 98. And the head-to-head, it looks like Essendon have the wood over Port Adelaide. So let's see what will happen at the Adelaide Oval. Let's play the match. Couple of seconds, the final siren will go. The final siren has gone, and Port Adelaide have won by 49 points in the end. They kicked 19 goals, 10, 124 to Essendon, 10, 15, 75. All right, so that prediction was correct. Let's go to the next game. It is St Kilda versus West Coast Eagles at Marvel Stadium. We've got the prediction that St Kilda will win, and West Coast away from home have no chance. Let's get stuck into play of the match, and the final siren. Just waiting for the final siren, and the final siren has gone. And what a thriller it was! West Coast have won this match by 6 points. 13-16, 94 West Coast to St Kilda, 12-16, 88. So that was a surprise. West Coast away from home. Last round, they lost by a point against Geelong, the top team, but they've come over, played St Kilda, and they have won in the end by 6 points. All right, let's go to the next game. It is game four, Geelong versus North Melbourne. This is match of the round for round four down at GMHBA Stadium. The predictors have said Geelong all the way. Let's play the match and see what will happen. And the final siren has gone, and Geelong in the end have won by 26 points. Final scores: Geelong 14-13, 97 to North Melbourne, 10-11, 71. All right, so Geelong still stay on top of the ladder with 4 wins, no losses for the season after round four. All right, let's go to game 5. It is GWS Giants versus Hawthorn. And this game, we've got GWS Giants winning the match in the prediction. Let's play the match. We'll see what happens. And the final siren has gone, and Hawthorn have come out and won by 53 points. Final scores: 15-19, 109 Hawthorn to GWS Giants, 7-14, 56. All right. So this prediction tool has got a few right and a few wrong. And it's based on the whole 12 seasons plus the games that have been played in season 13. All right, let's go to game 6. It's Carlton versus Gold Coast Suns at Marvel Stadium. Let's play the match. Carlton is predicted to win. Final siren has gone, and Gold Coast, after a draw last week, have beaten Carlton away from home. Final scores: Gold Coast Suns 15-11, 101 to Carlton 6-16, 52. So they just couldn't get their kicking boot on in this game. So it is Carlton that is 16th. Gold Coast, they've jumped from pretty much near bottom to 11th. All right, let's go to game 7. It is Adelaide versus Sydney. So it's 17th versus 9th. All right, so let's get stuck into this match. Let's play the match. And the final siren has gone, and it was a high-scoring match in a thriller. By 7 points, Adelaide have beaten Sydney at home. Adelaide final scores 19-14, 128. Sydney 18-13, 121. So that was a surprise. The predictor had Sydney beating Adelaide, but Sydney just couldn't get over the line. Let's go to game 8. It is Fremantle versus Collingwood at Optus Stadium. We've got Fremantle predicted to win. The head-to-head is pretty much even. Let's play the match to see if Collingwood away from home can beat Fremantle. Final siren has gone, and Fremantle have beaten Collingwood by 38 points. Final scores 14-14, 98 Fremantle to Collingwood 8-12, 60. So just couldn't get over the line. That puts Fremantle with 3 wins, 1 loss. Collingwood down to 16th with 1 win, 3 losses. So we've got 1 match to go, and it is Melbourne versus Western Bulldogs. Okay, at the MCG. And let's play the match. Predictors saying Melbourne. Let's play the match. Final siren has gone, and Melbourne on the siren has won by 9 points. Final score 14-19, 103 to Western Bulldogs 14-10, 94. And that concludes round 4 for season 13. What an absolute thriller round with the predictor tool. Got a few right, got a few wrong, but it's exciting anyway. We've got Geelong, Port Adelaide have not lost for the season. So they've got 4 wins, 0 losses. But we've got one team on the bottom of the ladder with no wins, 4 losses, and that is St Kilda. And they don't have the worst percentage. The worst percentage is Carlton, which is who are second last. But the top 8, we've got Geelong, Port Adelaide, Melbourne, Fremantle. And in the remaining 4 teams in the 8 are North Melbourne, Brisbane, Hawthorn, and West Coast Eagles. So we've got Melbourne and Brisbane in the top 8 that have won 2 in a row. But Geelong, Port Adelaide, they've won 4 in a row for the season starter. All right, that concludes round 4 for season 13. We'll see you next time for round 5. 17th of July, 2026.